Aloha, everyone, and welcome to our actual second edition of 22 and You, where your topics are our discussions. And we are going to celebrate this special day. And I just got a notification that we're actually live. Cool. All right. Today is February 22nd, 2022, but it is two. So this is a magical day. Hi, Presh. Hi, Kara. Um, and we are in the midst of an energetic opportunity of love and light for this universal divine oneness that we are all existing in right now. And we wanted to really express, yes, it is magical, um, that we all have the abilities, each and every one of us, to set the intentions to help the universe, to help this world embrace the truth of love and light. And in that love and light, we are going to have a discussion today about the importance of the bond between friendships, the connection that we find in what we thought were complete strangers, um, and the connection that we find with our soulmates and our twin flames, and the strangers on the opposite side of the world, how we connect with them as well. So, I'd like to introduce everyone. I'm Neil, Molokai Mystic, and my sidekick and twin flame over here is Nick.
Nick with my angels.
And then we have with us special guests and good friends themselves, Kate Williams and Aura Oracle.
Hi.
You guys know these guys. They're in the comments all the time. Um, where is Claude? Where is your husband at, Aura? Maybe he'll sneak in here.
Where is he? Is she frozen?
She's got the best frozen picture. Doesn't everybody
She
agree that
does. She's
Aura
so
has the
beautiful.
best frozen picture? Oh, I saw her blink. So we will get to Aura vocally shortly, but we'll all admire her frozen picture as a very beautiful opportunity for a Facebook profile picture. So, um, Kate, how did
Yes.
you and Aura meet?
I joined She randomly through, the universe brought me to all of you guys, basically. But she had posted this poem about her ascension journey.
Mm.
And she's a poem oracle. And I was so connected to it. My heart space just was like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. I was like, holy crap, what's going on here? And I fell in love with her energy. And I just kind of, oh, let's go check out this. Let's check out that. And I just would kind of chat with her a little here, a little there. And she does so much work. I think she just didn't really realize. And then eventually I reached out to her about something else and we just started chatting and we started connecting more and more and more. And now we've been on a healing journey together. She's actually been doing healing Reiki sessions, distant Reiki healings for my daughter and myself, both. And it has been, I'm going to cry, but one of the most beautiful gifts the universe has, seriously crying here, has ever sent to me because, wow, I'm sorry. I had not felt this seen and this loved and this level of peace since my grandmother had passed. And then I ended up meeting you and Nick, and it was more of that same love. And, excuse me, I had wished for this out to the universe, out to God, out to my angels. Please send me my soul family. I don't have anybody here, but I know they're there. Please send them to me, please. And they came, and I'm sure there's many of you watching right now. I don't know who's watching or not, but it's just been coming and coming and coming in. And it's a beautiful thing. And my daughter, just like me, has a lot of gifts that she calls it woo-woo nonsense. She doesn't believe in it yet, but Aura has been helping me to help her heal without her even really understanding. And her husband, Cloyd, babbling my words here, Cloyd has been helping as well in the Reiki healing. On Sunday night, they both did a healing session for my daughter and myself together. And I tell you what, I can't even describe my daughter. Well, just for my daughter, for example, she has never been able to go to sleep before like 4 o'clock in the morning unless she's forced her whole life. And now she's putting herself to bed at 8 o'clock and telling me, Mom, aren't you going to go to bed?
Oh.
And she's waking up at 6. She's sleeping through the night. She's having less anxiety attacks. I mean, just so many things. Her gifts are opening up. I don't know if any of you saw the post I did today. She was just doodling on her hand. She has no idea how magical she is. But yeah, Aura does family distant Reiki healings. And she's magical. And I don't know if she's even put her business plan together for this yet, but if anybody has children out there, please, I'm recommending her. She's so good. It's made a world of difference for myself and my daughter. Sorry, that was a lot.
I love that. And while we're waiting for Aura's connection to come through and we can
I can't hear anybody.
her, let's say hello to people here.
Okay, you guys can see and hear me, and I can't hear you. Okay.
Can you hear me?
You can't hear us, Kate.
I don't know, what do I do? I hope you heard all
can't
that.
hear anything that's on.
Okay.
Message in the
I'll try leave and come back maybe.
comment. So that is so beautiful about your daughter's healing. I love that. Thank you all for assisting her with that, and your husband assisting with that. That's a beautiful magic. And Reiki is absolutely amazing. Shelly says hello. Gina says hello, and beautiful. Linda, hello. We've got Sherry on here. Oh, Linda says she just hopped on. And we've got Amy and Kimberly and Kyra and Fresh. And I'm probably missing people here. But
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can hear
Okay.
you.
I hope you heard all that long-winded speech because
Yes.
We
Okay,
heard
good.
all of it.
okay, good.
It
Yes,
was
we can see you,
beautiful.
Janet.
Yes, Janet. You can't see me here. Yes, I can see you, Janet. Thank you for showing up and sharing space with us.
Hey,
Linda
Nick,
says
Aura
she'll
says
be
she can't hear either. Tell her to log out like I did and log back in and make sure her microphone's on.
You can put them in the private chat. Maybe. She is so pretty, though.
God, isn't she? She's gorgeous. She's my tree sister.
Oh, that's right. Okay, Nikki, thank you for sharing our Nik Neel Silly Rainbow YouTube link. Okay, guys, check this out. Today is our first time, because if you guys go and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Nik Neel Silly Rainbow, you will find that there are no videos on there yet. Today will be our first attempt to broadcast live on the YouTube channel. So, guys, do me a favor. Somebody jump over to the YouTube link that Nikki threw in the comments and comment from YouTube. See if there's a space where you can see the YouTube live stream and then comment And because we're trying to check and make sure that not only will we be able to see the comments while we're live, but that you'll be able to see the live stream, and it's actually being streamed onto the YouTube. So if somebody could do us that really big favor, it would be highly appreciated. Um, so, yay us! We are expanding. I'm attempting to set up a new website called Molokai Mystics, and Nick has her website going now. Oh, hi, Kyle. Thank you. Yes, we can see it. Look.
Yay!
Woo!
Yay!
It
Can you
is.
hear us?
Yes.
Oh, Kara, can you hear everyone from YouTube? This is a test run, guys. Please hold color. No. Yes, yes. Heart, heart, heart.
Perfect.
Thank you.
And Aura, can you hear us now?
I can hear you now, but I didn't hear
Perfect.
anything
Well, you know
before. It
what?
was just breaking up.
You
Oh,
looked beautiful. So you missed all of the compliments because we were just talking about how your frozen pictures should become your Facebook profile, and you're very photogenic.
You missed my crying about telling how you've changed my life and my daughter's life. You'll have to
Oh,
rewatch it.
maybe you should
I,
retell it so I can hear.
Oh gosh, you'll have to rewatch it because
Okay.
I don't want to cry again right
I'll
now.
see myself popping in and out.
maybe we can hear now
You're
your
too
version, Aura, about how you got introduced to Kate.
Yeah, tell your version.
It's
you
starting
want to?
to cut a little bit again.
It's the energy,
All
I
I'm
think.
hearing is but the
Oh, that's how I sound when I stutter. Um,
Let's see.
Oh, thank you, Kira.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Maybe Nick, ask her to ask her guides to ground the connection.
Yeah.
Who's the
the only
angel
thing I
with
can
you?
do is maybe try another.
You know,
It's
it's all in divine timing.
I
yeah,
can hear
and
Cloyd. I can hear him.
the whole world is doing lives now because of the
Right.
portal. The whole world is using technology and internet and
Yeah.
doing lives today.
And
So
that's a good thing. And this is why we go with the
yeah,
flow.
yeah,
And she may have to jump off and jump on every once in a while to get that connection, but we will hear from her. Um,
Well, I'll
not
talk a
within,
little bit more about because I want to talk about Cloyd too real quick before he gets on here. But
sure.
so Aura and Cloyd both they are some of the sweetest, kindest, and humble people I've ever met in my whole life. I feel like she's my older sister and he's like the big brother that I never had.
oh,
And man, their energy, like when we're connected, is just outstanding. It's so connected that the other night I was doing a meditation and a release, and I called in my dragons, and my whole body was firing up, and I was getting really, really hot. And all of a sudden, my phone, I hear this ping, ping, ping. I'm like, oh, I'm trying to meditate. Go away. And I keep going, and it's going more. And it pings again. I'm like, oh crap, it's probably Aura because we had set the intention that we were going to do a healing session. So I cooled myself down and I got on there with her, and she's like, "What are you doing? I'm burning up." And I'm like, "It's okay. I'm cooling down now. I'm cooling down." She's like, "Man," she's like, "That was crazy." So, you know, for anybody who does any sort of distance sessions, whether it's Reiki or whatever it is, if you think it can't work, it can. Let me tell you, I wasn't sure it was going to work. She wasn't sure it was going to work. My daughter and myself are the healing sessions she's done, and it works.
yes, it definitely works. anyone that does distance
Here
healing,
again.
it is
All right.
it is a challenge for
Hmm.
the ones that are experiencing it for the first time. So when you experience this, be it a serene feeling or heat in different areas, or just the extra vibration around your body, trust that that is part of that distance session. It when it comes to divine energy, love, and light, we are not bound by the restrictions of distance and time. Um, just real quick, while we're waiting for the technical issues to come back, um,
Yeah, that's what it won't let me.
there is a uh, there was a time in my life where I was always out helping. I was in constant contact with people, doing work with what I considered my spiritual calling. And um, prior to the pandemic, I ended up being confined in the house, and I was crushed. I had to give up so much of my responsibilities, my positions, my missions. And it dawned on me that I was underestimating. I was underestimating the divine. I was trying to control what I was capable of instead of stepping into that opened box. I put myself in a box. And once I became aware that that's what I was doing, now I'm limitless in the ability to work with the energies and the healings. Um, Once I realized, wait a minute, I'm always talking about the infinite more. And then I started beating myself up because I was in walls. Walls are nothing, they're an illusion. When it comes to the help that you can offer to other people, there is no distance. If we set the intention for that energy, for that love, for that light, for that divine healing, these walls can't contain that. I can do more now within these walls than I ever did walking around outside and being in contact with other people. Because then I was only allowing myself to be in contact with that person. And now I can reach out and touch everyone. So, distance healing is a remarkable gift from God. Allow yourselves to experience that.
Absolutely.
Hi, Rachel. Amen to that. Whoop, whoop. Yes. Um, and yes, we are on YouTube. Cool. Okay, so Janet says, woohoo, my goodness, I am watching you
So,
all live on YouTube. How come it says Facebook then?
oh, she has both together open.
Ah, so.
She's commenting on Facebook and watching on YouTube. So
Cool.
we kind of heard about the story of Aura and Kate. Maybe since they are having technical problem and it's not their fault, I think it's the energy of today.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe they can be with us in the comment section if they cannot join again, and we can,
Continue the conversation.
yes, for
I mean, just
sure.
because they're not actually, present in the screen, we can still talk story, guys.
Absolutely.
So chat away. Um, Shelly says, my daughter in love is, oops, I lost the comment. Here it is. My daughter in love is a medium and she did Reiki on me. I loved it. I love that. Thank you for sharing. Yes. Kara says, yes, if you can put their links up. Thank you. That would be nice if I had their links. Right now. Well, hello. Hey, I see a very handsome man in that picture.
And
Hmm.
what about the woman?
Yes, yes.
Hi,
Well,
Lilian.
hello, Lilian. Oh, and you're all the way in Lebanon. See, I love that. Thank you for coming and sharing time with us. Well, I just have a thing for gray hair, guys. Sorry, I'm trying. I have a little bit going on, but like, oh, Linda's hair. Have you all seen Linda's hair? It is like amazingly. Look at her hair. Can you guys see that in her profile picture? She is so beautiful. One day I'm gonna grow up to be just like Linda. I'm gonna, I'm working on it. For me, gray hair is a sign of wisdom, and mine keeps breaking and falling out. So obviously, I don't remember things very well. Hi, Kaylee, Carrie. So Nikki,
Yes.
I've been doing a lot of talking today so far. How about? Oh, she's Kaylee says I've accidentally dyed mine orange with blonde roots. Now that's interesting. Um, but you know what? Bring the rainbow on. I've never dyed my hair. Have you dyed your hair, Nick?
Yeah.
No?
But only, I mean, I've dyed the gray into the color of my hair.
Oh, you didn't want to go blue
No,
or
no, no. I haven't.
some people like really looks good, like Rachel. Rachel puts those little the streak colors in her hair, and it's just like pow, you know. I don't know what I do if I. Well, see, I don't even wear makeup, so
Well,
I.
you're going out of subject. And
Oh,
we're not on Silly Rainbow. It's not a show of 4 hours.
you see how she treats me, guys? You see, and she's my twin flame. Can you get? Can you really believe
Let,
that? She's always got to reel me back in, reel me back in. Okay, I'll behave. Um, I will behave, really. Not. You guys believe that, really? Okay, so seriously, this is a show about expanding. And we were talking about this whole expansion thing prior to the show starting. And it's like, yes, we want to expand, but we also want to honor the flexibility of each individual. So, I mean, you don't want to just boom, expand and everything feel like it explodes. So it's with that grace and ease, with that self-compassion that you allow yourself to integrate the information that we share and that we discuss on the show. And with the, having said that, I'm going to open it up to Nikki because I want Nikki to talk about friendship because I learned so much from her.
what? I mean, yeah, what exactly you want to know?
Well, I would like to know, you know, there was a situation because Nick and I are very, very close, as you guys can tell. And we really energetically play off of each other and we have a very close bond both on and off our live streams. Um, she completes me. And in that friendship, sometimes, because you guys know I have a big mouth, sometimes I feel as though I overstep. And I got a really good reality check one time, not too long ago. And um, and the reality of it was is that the person who checked me was correct. I did not honor my friend and where she was at because I thought more information would be better, my opinion of where she was at. Because we're so connected, I felt as though if I wanted it, she must want it as well. And I didn't honor. the fact that she never asked for more information. And that to me was a lesson. And I love learning lessons, especially the hard ones. Um, I don't know why that is, but I do. I love that because it's like the more we learn about each other, the more we learn about ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, our friendship is so close that I actually did not honor my friendship with her by overstepping and asking for more advice when my friend never asked for more advice.
Mm.
And so maybe you could speak, Nikki, on what you feel a friendship is really about. I mean, what is it in a friendship that helps you as an individual to honor yourself in that relationship and remind you to honor the other person as well?
Well, I have I say in my life that I haven't had a lot of friends, and at the same time everybody's my friend. And what I mean by that is I consider everybody like everybody is my friend, and I am friendly and close to everybody. I am open to love everyone, and I'm open to receive love from everyone. I am open to share myself with everyone, but there is always, I have like, there is a certain aspect of me that is very intimate, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
And this aspect of me is, it takes something to crack it open, let's say. And I can tell that I have only let it open maybe in my life 4, 5 times, maybe less. And sometimes I have been wrong, and I mean, I have been misunderstood by doing so, and it didn't end well. And when you say you like to learn the lesson the hard way, I can answer. You said I don't know why. I know why. I mean, I know why for myself, because when you learn the lesson the hard way, you don't forget it. Whereas
Yeah.
you learn a lesson the easy way, you can forget it and fall again into the same mistake, do the same mistake over and over and over again. But when you learn the lesson the hard way, it leaves a scar, and the scar is a reminder, and you wouldn't do the error again. So that's why learning the hard way is very important. So, like you said, we have a very close friendship, and the funny thing is that the way, like, it's not like it started progressively. It was like bang. It's like we talked one day, and the next day we were best friends, and even more than best friends. Like within 24 hours we were almost 24/7 together. And this is how it is with me. This is when I say I'm cracked open, this is how it happens.
Mm-hmm.
Once I'm open, I'm all in. I'm all in it. And what it takes for me is kind of feeling I have like the permission to be me. And the permission to be me is when my actions are not interpreted or analyzed. Like, you did this because of that. You did this, it must mean that. It's when I'm allowed to be me without my actions being analyzed. And unfortunately, in this era, like, I feel like everyone is a healer, and everyone tends to, like, with very good intention, tend to help, want to help each other, and they want to give advice on what helped them. And we are not always, when you share something, it's not always because you want an advice or you want help. Sometimes you share just because you want to share and
Mhm.
you feel like sharing. And and I think this is what blocks me. It's when I open up and then I have all the advice coming up, I tend of hide, and this is what I didn't have with you, and this is what made it special. I think not getting advice. So,
I love that. I just did a post recently, and this is just validation that the post is worthy of sharing. Um, and it was simply, don't give someone a lecture when all they need is a hug.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
because when you're in a space where you feel comfortable with someone and they accept you where you're at, they're not trying to change you into what they want you to be or what they, in their opinion, feel where you should be. Should, okay?
Yeah.
Where you're just open to be silly, to have fun, to cry as needed, to eat and have something on the side of your mouth and laugh about it. You don't have to have this persona of presentation to um, how do I want to word this, but to satisfy the person on the other side of you. You can just be you in all of your divineness, in the silly, in the sad, in the weak, in the strong, in the student, in the teacher. All of you is accepted in whatever form it chooses to come out in that moment. And for me, that is when I feel like, you know what? If they can do that for me, I can do that for them. If they're
Absolutely.
going to allow me to experience the full essence of who they are, then I feel comfortable enough to reciprocate that. But at the same time, I'm at a point in my life where I really don't give a crap what other people think of me. And if I'm going to be silly, I'm going to be silly. If I'm going to be serious, then watch out because it's something you need to hear. You know, just prepare yourself because I don't hold back. um, at the same time. And Nikki knows, don't piss me off because as much as I love, I can go completely on the opposite side as well. You know, so you want to keep me in that, but and I've got a gardener outside. Um, I'm gonna mute Nikki. You're gonna have to talk because they're like really, really loud.
it's
Sorry.
not bothering. You can continue with your idea.
Well, I'm just saying to be accepted in our wholeness, not just the part that they think they know and think that they have the right to judge where we are, but truly accepting us where we are on our journey in that moment. Because in that moment, I might be falling apart. In that moment, I might be the strength in the situation.
Yeah,
You don't know what aspect of me is going to present in that moment. And when I consider someone my friend, I feel as though they've earned the right to get to know those different aspects. And that right there is not even acceptable statement. They haven't earned that right. It's not like you have to do anything other than be who you truly are. And if you come at me with that authenticity, I
That's
know it,
yeah.
Yeah.
especially as empaths and intuitives. We know when someone is being authentic, you know, and it is in that light of authenticity that I can fully love you, you know, and I can say this. Everybody knows I love my Nikki. You know,
Thank you.
that's,
Yes.
that's just a given. And if anybody wants to dispute that, go ahead and try, because I ain't
They can't. They're gonna lose.
but
And
it's for me. I feel like um, because I see the divine in other people, it um, it takes me back a step when I sense and feel that someone is not being authentic, and I don't look at it as, and I should, but I don't see it so much as what is their journey taking them on that they feel that they can't be authentic, and why is it triggering me? What is my call in this trigger? You know, am I judging myself? Am I not open enough? Am I not loving enough that this person feels that I might judge them for some reason? What is it about me? What do I need to look at? And once I decide that, I also decide, am I meant to assist them because it is triggering me? So it's a twofold. Is it that I am putting up a wall for them for whatever reason and making them feel that they can't be open and authentic? And is it that I'm noticing it because it's a call to assist them to their own enlightenment and their own divine that they're not able to see in the moment?
Can I ask you a question? Like, how do you personally tap into that? Because that's something I'm working on right now.
I feel the energy. Where am I feeling it? Am I feeling because I maintain myself every day? I know the main thing when we're energy workers, the main thing is to know your energy.
Right. Yeah.
So you know exactly how you feel so that you know every time something is tapping. Okay. So when something is tapping on my energy, then I ask myself, okay, now this is where you're using your own body as your yes and no's.
Okay.
Is this mine or is this theirs? If it's mine, then I will feel that pull towards me. This is mine.
Okay.
Okay. Then what am I working on in this situation? If I'm feeling that no, it's not mine, this is not my issue, then I ask, am I meant to assist? Or am I meant to stand back and just send love and light? Am I meant to be the believing eyes that that person is unable to see through their own eyes? Am I meant to just be that mirror for them? Or am I meant to assist them on their journey? And these are all questions you can ask yourself, and you'll be
Yeah.
pulled which way. Which way am I supposed to go? You know?
That's something that I'm sorry if it's okay for me to jump in here with this, but the hardest part for me was I've had a lot of physical pain issues my whole life. And I didn't realize some of it was my own trapped emotions, but others was because I was feeling other people's pain in different parts of their body that were around me. And some weren't even in the same room, depending on how connected I am to somebody. I can feel somebody's pain in a certain part of their body that's in another country. It depends on how connected I am to them. Just like with Aura, her and I are so connected that when I was doing my own energy healing, she felt my whole body heating up. It was causing her to heat up. And so, um, yeah, I do that because my daughter and I are very connected. So sometimes I'll be like, man, my head hurts so bad. Then I'm like, okay, wait a minute. You have no reason to have a headache right now. Is this your headache? And then like you're saying, I'll feel the yes or the no. And then I'll ask her, I'll be like, Trinity, how's your head? Oh, it doesn't feel so good. I'm like, okay. And then as soon as I find out whose it is and I make that connection, then the pain goes away immediately. It doesn't stay and hold on to me. It's just figuring out whose it is. You want to come say hi, Trinity? Okay. So
Hello, hello, hello.
she's like, no, mom, no.
um, so Aura says, so sorry, I'm not sure what is going on, but I can't connect properly on here. All I heard were broken words and kept getting
Aw.
things off. I can connect as part of the audience. Yes, you can. And if you would like to share, you know, in the comments, we can keep sharing on the screen so that everybody, even the people that are on YouTube, will be able to read your story as
I'm
well. Go
I
ahead.
wish I was on a computer because I my eyes are not good enough. I need my old lady glasses. I can't see what the other words are. I'll just have to listen.
That's okay. You can watch the replay as well.
Oh, that's it. There you go. I'll have to do that.
But yeah, or if you want to type some stuff, we can just keep bringing them up, right, Nick?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Um, so yes, good point. Especially people that you're connected with. Um, I am very good, and I will brag about this one. Okay, I am very good at maintaining my energy when it comes to my healing practices, and there are very few people that will catch me off guard energetically, because I've been working with energy since I was knee high to a caterpillar. I'm still short, but there are individuals that I go, okay, I thought I maintained, obviously I didn't. And one of them is my husband. Okay, so it's those people that you have that heart connection to that really can trigger um, that energy to come through, and you're so connected to them that you feel like it is, you really feel like it is yours, and there was a situation where I knew in advance that some heavy energy, because my husband was upset about some documents and dealing with the state and all of that. And he had called me before he even got home, and I already knew. I'm like, okay, he's coming home with some heavy energy, blah blah blah.
Mhm.
And I was good. I was good. And he walked through the door, and I went poof. It hit me, even though I knew in advance.
Yeah.
Felt when he was coming home. I
Yep.
knew it. He went to the door. I sucked it all up. He went to sleep like a baby, and I'm sitting there going, what is this? This is not mine.
Yeah.
And then I wasn't even dealing with the documents, but I was so frustrated. I just took everything from him. He slept like a baby, and I was sitting there going, "Oh no, I really did not expect to experience that." But as healers, knowing the difference between what is ours and what isn't is so immensely important. When I was a young child, I did not understand maintaining my
Stop
own
it, Trinity.
energy.
Sorry.
So I sucked everything up because, as fillers, when somebody else doesn't feel good and you don't know to maintain your own space, we take it on as ours. We feel their energy. We want them to feel better so that we can feel better. So we take it on and they go to sleep, sleep like a baby.
Yep.
But what happens to us? We drain and we drain and we drain. And then the next person that we need to assist, we're already down here.
Mhm.
Okay. So then we suck up them. Our energy goes down even lower. The next person comes up because as healers, you are constantly going to come across people that need your assistance.
Mhm.
You got to work. And in order for us to do this, for me anyway, some people will say don't take it on at all. I allow that energy to tap on me so that I have that awareness. so that, like you, I can feel where it is in their body. I use
Right.
my own self as the proxy so that I can move and I can shift that energy where it needs to go. See, but I also set that boundary to where I only retain that awareness while it's needed for that other person's highest and greatest good and for my own highest and greatest good. It is not for my highest and greatest good to absorb that energy. It's all about observing, not absorbing. So I receive that awareness. I interact with that energy. I move that energy and I transform, release with love and light and trust in the divine. See, if we
I
take
love
it
how you
on,
say that.
we fill ourselves up with lower energy, and then we can't elevate that vibration in order to consistently help other people. Yeah.
That's been my mantra like the last 3 weeks. Observe, not absorb. I'm like yelling it at myself. Observe, not absorb. Observe,
Well,
not
now
absorb.
but what are you doing? You're filling yourself with the frustration
I
of
know. Look at that.
judging yourself for not observing and absorbing. So
Yeah.
instead, you're saying, thank you for the awareness,
Oh, okay.
and you release it.
Are you going to teach classes on this?
Uh,
Because
what
I
do you
need
guys
some
think? Should
assistance
we be
here.
teaching classes on this? Yes, I will be teaching classes. We haven't fully gotten all of the what it is that we're going to be tapping into, but we
Actually,
do.
in the next, let's say, 4 to 6 months maximum, we'll have classes coming, right?
Yay. Good.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we are double teaming. So
And we all
people
double,
will get two teachers for one session.
Double
So
trouble.
double
yeah,
trouble.
buddy. Um, so, yay! We've got Aura back on. Aura,
Hi,
while we
sister.
have you,
Hey,
you,
we'll
you
see how long I last.
yeah, let's get you in here and share some of your energy.
You
Okay.
look beautiful, by the way.
Oh my God, thanks. So do you. So do all of you.
Thank you. So, Kaylee, it's a very important question, and we will try to answer. Uh, Kaylee is asking about how to observe, not absorb. We will address that, but since we have Aura, maybe we can talk to Aura first
I,
before
if I
technology.
hear, I
While
disappeared.
the energy's clear.
Yeah,
At least I can hear now, so that's good.
good.
Yeah.
So, what
I
can
had
you?
muted because I've got gardeners and stuff outside. Oh, check out Brandy's earrings that she made for me. Aren't they beautiful?
Beautiful.
Rainbow colors. I'm
Yeah,
so blessed. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Brandy. And she just had a live earlier. I mentioned that because I see she just popped on. Um, so while we have you, we are going to fully benefit from your experience in this relationship. What what does it mean to you? How do you feel that your energy is connected? Why do you feel your energy is connected? And how do you each other? Um, and this is going to be an interesting question for both of you to answer. Is how do you two plan on honoring yourselves and each other in this relationship of friendship?
yeah. Just excuse me, Jenny, I'm interrupting 1 second. I want to say to the people who were not here at the beginning, the readings are in the show starting in 1.5 hours. Now it's just discussion. Okay, join us at 6 Eastern time for readings. Now it's discussion about relationships and friendships. Yes, sorry.
Ooh, you go, girl. Okay.
Woo.
Yes, advertise. She doesn't advertise. You know, we have our silly rainbow show, and we will be doing readings. Do not apologize. It's you
It's
know
all
you're
good.
honoring yourself enough, Bernice. You know to ask, and that's what it's all about. You're not going to get information if you don't ask. So now you know more information. So yay you. So thank you for asking, and everybody got to hear the plug that we will be live on Silly Rainbow. So thank you. Alrighty.
Kate has so much orbs around her.
I know they've been like bouncing off the walls. So
I've been doing major work this. I'm just like, it's good. It's all good. Mary, Aura. Um,
Yes.
so I know you're gonna watch my story and my crying later, but they want to know your version of how we met and our friendship.
Okay, well, your voices are still a bit crackly, so I'm not so sure how long this is going to last again, but we connected through a group that we're both in. And I joined it about a year. Well, it'll be a year in March. And I was in, I wanted to get out as quickly as I joined the group because joining groups is not really my thing. But I felt compelled, and I started sharing some poetry that I channel. So I started channeling poetry after my dad passed away. And it was through these words that somehow I started connecting with different people within this group. And Kate happened to be one of those people. And I would I would write a poem. I put it in there. I would always see her there before we ever before we ever talked to each other. And I was always like, who is this Kate Williams anyway? She was kind of on my radar as this, because there's no picture. And, but I noticed her all the time and I felt her energy all the time. And she was always one of these people that had my back on there when I kind of wanted to get there. And there's one particular thing that I wrote that really connected her and me, I believe. And then we had this conversation. I think I sent her a friend request, or did you send me one? I think I sent it to you.
I can't remember. It's all a
I'm not
blur.
sure. Yeah, I think I sent you a friend request, and then she accepted, and then we just got chatting, and we found out that we had this love affair with trees, and I had this reading with this other girl who told me that I was an oak tree in another lifetime and I lived to be 1,000 years old. And I don't know, there was something about this conversation that I was telling her about that really, it just kind of
Oh, Mary, you're breaking up.
two of our energy that are like,
It's trying. It's trying.
it's we're talking energy, and so this is what happens.
Yeah.
And you know, it's such a familiar situation when we have live streams and there are healers and intuitives and mediums and so on, because we are so open to all of that energy, and it's moving and flowing, and technology really does take a hit for it. And like Nick was saying, with today being a porthole, there are so many
Oh,
people
it's
online.
massive,
So,
massive.
you
There
know,
she is.
welcome back, Aura. We're talking about how energy, because we are working on live streams with people that work with energy, technology hasn't quite caught up to the power that we hold. So,
no.
The
so
last part we heard was when you were talking about you sharing with me about your history, your journey as a tree. And when I told you I felt that I was the same. Well, I guess you didn't say that part, but I'm saying it now.
She's frozen.
Oh no.
she's frozen. God, she freezes so pretty.
She's just gorgeous. Every time I talk to her and see another picture, she looks younger and younger. It's like I don't know how she does it.
It's bringing forth all of that healing energy. People don't realize that when we do Reiki, we are channeling that healing wholeness, that wholeness of physical, mental, spiritual, emotional. And that flows through us, especially like for me, I use my own body as the proxy. So we're opening up and we're sending this through. So the more you do it, it seems like the better you feel. If you
Yeah.
are heavy, after doing readings, if you are heavy after doing distance healings, you're absorbing,
Yeah.
and release it, let it go, transform it. That's our job. We have these gifts so that we can transform and turn it into that love and light and that divine oneness of all of the positive possibilities. So if we're heavy after sessions, for me, readings are like going on vacation.
Hmm.
I can just set aside and just let it channel, you know. And I feel um, more rejuvenated after sessions than a lot of people. And this is the key why we lose some really good healers and mediums and things, because you gotta know your own energy.
Can I add to that? I think the game changer for me, because I haven't done a lot of intentional healings. It's a lot of it has been instinctual and just by accident. That's kind of how I discovered that I could do it. But the more that I'm learning, I realized that and the people that I did choose to do this with, I was feeling heavy at first. And then I was like, wait a minute, I'm not supposed to heal them from my own energy. We have the whole source to do that. And so, as I'm meditating and setting the intention before doing the healing, I ask for the healing to funnel from source through me as the conduit to them. And then I just end up all the healing that they're getting, I end up feeling like the more I'm allowing myself to be braver and do this with more people, the better I'm feeling, even though it's I'm just intending just to help them, I end up helping myself too.
Yes, there is a positive. I want to address Cosmic Kitty. And the reason I want to do this is because you know what? I just realized what you're talking about. Cosmic Kitty, if I'm, correct me if I'm wrong, but Cosmic Kitty has the picture that we use for Silly Rainbow with the two kitties on it.
Hmm.
I did not see a copyright on that, but if this is what you're referring to, we're not bullying you. Um, and message or put in the comments if I'm getting this correctly, because if that picture does belong to you, I want to honor that for who you are. Okay, and I will change the picture. So I thought it was a cute picture. There was no bullying intended. If this is what you're referring to. I don't have a problem with changing it at all. We're just starting anyway, so we can do our thing. But I did not see that there was a copyright on it. If there is, I apologize and honor your work. So, because I believe that's what you're referring to. So, thank you for tuning in, and hope you enjoy the show. But there is no malice aforethought. The awareness of the internet, you know.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, there are certain images that are registered trademarks and so on and so forth. So I don't want to interfere with anyone else's, step on anybody's toes or break any boundaries. So, and is Aura coming back? Do we know?
I don't see her.
These wings, okay, these wings are freaking out of control on zipping in and out. Well, I'm so glad she was able to come on and share a little bit as it was. Um, I love having you guys as gifts. Guests. I was gonna say guests. Gifts. Gifts. There you go.
You know what would be really cool maybe one time is if you could get her and her husband on and on one of your
Mm.
shows. That would be fun.
He's always in the background.
I know he's shy. We'll be waiting till he's ready because you know, not until someone's ready, but man, I'm excited for both of them.
Yes, especially now that you've experienced it
Oh
in
yeah.
the healing session. Um, let's see. There was a question you said that needed to be addressed earlier, Nikki.
Yeah, it was Kaylee asking how to maintain our energy, how to observe, not absorb.
Ah, and did you want to speak on that, my dear? Or are you
No,
throwing
you're
it?
an expert.
Well, it is very, very, very important. Um, and like I said, for me, I allow that energy to come into my awareness so that I can work with it. Um, how I maintain is I call in my support. I connect, I acknowledge the divine in me, and I understand what my neutral, what do I feel like when I am in neutral. So my natural state of being is a very strong sense of serenity. There is this joyful acceptance. Um, it's very calm. And I understand, I get to know, and I have that relationship with my own energy. And you can feel this energy in your hands, and you can learn, what does this energy feel like? Is it tingly? Is it joyful? Does it make you excited? What is your natural state? And you get very familiar with that. When you are in one room, how is this room, how is this space affecting your natural state energetically? And then when you go into another room, remember, each doorway is like a new porthole full of energy. So when you walk into another room, how is this affecting your energy in that moment? What do you feel like? These are empty rooms now, okay? But you are stepping into another environment. What are you feeling? So, in other words, what I'm saying is you are being present with your own energy. This awareness helps you understand what effects other energies have on you. Understanding everything has energy. Your refrigerator, your coffee
Mhm.
table, your toilet, everything is energy. So learn from your environment. What is your neutral, natural state of being energetically in your own environment? Build a relationship for it. How do I feel when I walk into a room that's dark? How do I feel when I turn the light on? How do I feel when the wind is blowing through the windows? Get to know you. The more you know you, the more you're able to maintain. You're calling in
Mhm.
the support. You're calling in your divine team so that you're saying there are not one negative lower energy and or entities seen and or unseen that can affect my energy. Only love and light is able to affect my heart space so that I may serve for the highest good of self and others. You do this, you connect, you appreciate the divine in you, you get to know you. Then, just like when you're teaching a baby, you're introducing new foods, you do it a little at a time. So now you're in your own space. You know you in your own space, in each and every room. As you step out, how are you feeling? What is affecting you? How is the grass affecting you? Is there ladybugs around? Be present. How is everything affecting you? What is it that's heavy that you say, oh, I'm noticing that that person's trash across the street is not very appealing to me right now.
Yeah.
So it's giving me a thought of, oh, I wish that would be covered up. Okay. How is this affecting you? Now, was that a trigger for you? Ask yourself. Get to know how you respond energetically to everything. And the more you know, the more you grow, the more you're better able to maintain. It's a process, it's a journey. You know? And then you can understand when other people's energy steps into your aura and you say, oh, I really, really like their energy. Or, ah, they're having a bad day. It ain't mine. Yeah. So it's knowing you first. It's always about you first.
Mhm.
Filling yourself up, loving yourself enough, and being present and allowing yourself to appreciate the awareness, both heavy and light. You know? The more we know, the more we grow.
Yeah. And giving your permission self permission to honor whatever you're feeling that day. I had one of my really closest best friends. She just moved away to Washington recently, and she's alone up there. And she has a couple days to herself instead of the whole family of her, sister-in-law and brother-in-law and all the, the nephews and nieces. And she's like, I feel like I should be doing laundry. And I said, but what do you want to do? She's like, well, I just want to sit here on the couch and eat a taco. I'm like, well, then do that. I'm like, how many days are they gone for? She's like, well, they're not coming back till Wednesday. And I said, well, then why won't you let yourself do that? She's like, I don't know. I think I'm going to. And we talked, and she's like, wow, Kate, you're really having a lot of energy today. And I said, I know, girl. I said, but it's funny. I said, I recognize that her and I are on like different levels that way. And sometimes I just get too excited and I'm too woo for people. So I know that not to call her when I'm in that space because it will overstimulate her. But I told her, I said, Ange, it's funny because the last 3 times when I've been in this space where I knew it would be too much, you called me. I'm like, so I think your brother's reaching out, trying to push you in, like, oh, it's okay, it's okay. She's like, man, you think so? I'm like, yeah, I do. I said, but honor yourself. Just recognize it. It's there. Your brother loves you. He's telling you he loves you, and you don't have to be sad anymore. It's okay to move on. And when she, so we talked a little bit longer, and then I was so proud of her. She's like, okay, I've got to go now. I'm like, it just made my heart just melt because she's learning to honor her own boundaries and when things are enough for her, and knowing that I'm never going to be offended when she tells me, Kate, it's too much today. I mean, that's one thing that I've always told her. I said, I know I'm loud. She calls me the loud mouse. I said, when you're had enough, just tell me. We'll go and we'll talk again another day. And that's just how we do. And it's just part of loving each other and respecting each other and accepting who we are, and no judgment. We all have our own journey.
Absolutely. And understanding your own personal space as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was a beautiful example of honoring what you know your body needs
Yeah.
energetically. Um, and it's not that we love people any less. It's
No.
just sometimes energetically you need to rejuvenate yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not that we don't appreciate and want to see these people and stuff, but we know when because we understand our own energy.
Yeah.
So again, it is about learning your own energy, respecting that energy, and in a friendship, understanding that they got to know their own energy too. So we can't be offended when they need to tell us to be quiet, calm down, and I'll talk to you later. You know.
Exact. Yeah. 100%.
um, Nikki, is there anything you'd like to add? You've been very quiet.
Not really. I wanted to ask you if you want to introduce our viewers to the new healing reading
Oh,
so that I can prepare the wheel and put some names on the wheel.
I see, said the blind man as he took out his hammer and saw. Okay,
And
let's
so,
build this up. Alrighty, so I'm gonna probably screw up this, but okay. If you are open to some deeper healing and some guidance, what we're going to do is well, before you say yes, there's going to be, because this is a focused inner healing reading that we're getting ready to offer here, because there is this energetic flow, especially today. We're going to offer this in exchange, an energetic exchange for a review, not for financial gain, okay, but as a review. So there is a sense of time dedication on both parts. This particular reading that we're going to offer in exchange for a review is an interactive experience. It's not as if we are just the reader and you are the sitter. This is something that we will be communicating back and forth, working through and digging deep, and then allowing um, the guidance for the overall session after we dig deep. So, this is a focused inner healing reading. If you are open to this, if you are open to receiving this is not a financial exchange. This is an energetic, loving appreciation of the opportunity that we're offering now. If you are open to that, say yes. Nikki will grab your names, put you on a wheel, and we will be pulling, since it's 22, 2, 2, 2, 2, and although this is 2, there will be a consistent 2 people. One will be having a session with myself, and one will be having a session with our beautiful Nick. So, Nikki, you grab the names of everyone that is open to this, and we will put you on a wheel, and whoever wins who, we will contact. Or how do you want to do that? Do you want them to contact us, or do you want to contact them? How do you want to do this? The You have to be present here for when the wheel spins. So, guys, just letting you know. And Kate, you can say yes too.
I'm going to say yes. And I guess I wanted to ask, and I don't know if anybody else is wondering this too. Is this something that you're going to do in the next show? Are we still in the first show? Should I log out?
Oh no, we're gonna spin it here, and I don't know. Are we spinning it again in the next one as well? Yes. Ooh. Okay. So, are you muted? Look at her. She's so cute when she talks and doesn't make sound.
You know what? I was having that same
no,
problem.
I
She
was
muted us.
muted.
She muted us.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So today is a special day. So only today we will have two in this show
And,
and two on Silly Rainbow. Only today.
okay, now these sessions they're going to be like an hour, hour and a half.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, because we're digging.
It's a long session.
The deeper you go, the better the treasure. The better the treasure. Um, so yes, okay, so 2-2 today. Alrighty then.
So is this like a raffle? So whoever would like to be entered for the raffle says, yes, me. Then you
Yes.
spin and you'll pick 2 from this show and 2 from the next
Yes.
show.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. I'm in. Me.
So Nikki's gonna set up the wheel. And I think this is just a beautiful session and an opportunity to,
Shelly and Linda.
and she's talking to herself. Now you can mute. Okay. um, but it's a beautiful opportunity to allow yourself to interact with someone that is not going to judge, that's going to be open to accepting you where you are in the moment and allowing you to open up to the possibilities of that healing experience and receive guidance for it. Um, I figure, this is what 22 is about. 22 is about allowing yourself to grow and expand and to touch on things that might be difficult. But like Nikki was saying earlier, it's those difficult lessons that we really learn the most from. Ooh, lots of names. So, how about we close out the show with this? I don't see Kate anymore, but I do want to say thank you for being with us. And I do need to rest a little bit before our Silly Rainbow show, so we are going to close the show with this spinning of the wheel, if you ladies don't mind. Is that okay?
Of course.
Of
Nikki,
course.
are you good with that?
Yes. Let's
Okay,
get
guys,
the wheel.
let's get the
And
wheel.
so
And
we will pick two names, and later we will let them know who will go with each one of us.
okay,
Okay?
okay.
I hope I didn't forget anyone. Let's see who's the first person.
Yay, Aura!
We did not rig this.
Congratulations, sister.
We did not rig this.
Okay, Aura, you have one session. So I remove your name. Let's pick a second person.
Yay,
I,
Janet.
Janet, yay, Janet. I'm like, I can't read that.
I know it's hard when you're on this little small.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Aura and Janet.
Woohoo!
And everyone, meet us for Silly Rainbow, and we will pick two new names.
Yes, two new
Can I?
names. So 2-2 today, guys. Woohoo!
What
And
time for that? Sorry.
In an hour. In an
Okay.
hour and 10 minutes.
and thank you again, Kate, and thank you, Aura, and thank you everyone for whoever dropped in questions in the comments. Um, we so appreciate you all. We really do. So,
Thank you for having
okay,
me, ladies. Love you.
we'll have
Thank
to
you.
have you guys come back sometime.
Okay.
Aloha from me.
And see you later.
We'll see you on Silly Rainbow, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye.